write this down, please. Rate problems. Actually, it's also kind of proportions, and it's all a bunch of stuff. Ratios, rates, proportions, they're all pretty much synonymous with each other. If 6 books weigh 15 pounds, I don't know why I put pounds on a separate line. How much would 20 books weigh? Write that down there. Okay, again, there's a bunch of different ways kind of to do this, but probably the easiest one is just like we did yesterday with percents, is you can do that with kind of a ratio box. It's not writing again here. Just because it kind of organizes your thoughts just a little bit. Okay? Usually when you're given ratios like this, you are given, well, the book calls them 2 different cases. Situation 1, case 1, whatever you want to call it. Case 1 and case 2. In the first case, it's right here. 6 books weigh 15 pounds. Those are the 2 ratios. Those are the 2 things that make the comparison. I am comparing what? Books to how many pounds they are. Okay? And I want case 1, because it's a ratio and because it's proportional, those 2 fractions that I get for both cases have to be equal. 6 books equaling 15 pounds has to be an equal ratio or an equal proportion to how much 20 books would weigh. Okay, and I'm missing this little piece of my little puzzle there. Okay. And that just makes equal fractions. 6 over 15 equals 20 over what number there? Any idea how I would do that? A couple different ways you could do it. Morgan thinks he knows.
Cross canceling.
You cannot cross cancel if that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about cross multiplying, yes. Cross canceling, no. Cross canceling means I'm going to divide 5 into this and 5 into that. I can't do that. Cross multiplying means I'm going to take this times this.
Yeah.
6 times what number equals 15 times 20. So 6 times what number equals 300. 6 times divide by 6 to solve the whatever, and x equals 50 pounds. That always works, by the way. Is there a different way I could have done it? We're not probably doing all that work. Anybody out there in the world of mathematics think they know? There are some shortcuts you are allowed to take in math. Well, maybe this one doesn't work. This one probably didn't work that way. Before you do all that, you might want to reduce, if this fraction can be reduced, reduce it and see if you can say what times what gives you 20. See, 6 times nothing gives you 20. Well, there is something, but it's a decimal or whatever. What number goes into both of these? Divide them both by 3, you get 2 over 5. Oh wait, I do. It does work this way. Sorry. You can make equal fractions here, and then 2 times what is 20? So 5 times 10 is 50. You can do it either way, whichever way kind of floats your boats. Not always will this help you out. Okay, it works out nicely as long as it's a nice even answer like this, but in the real world of math, not always does everything work out that easily. Everybody's happy with that? Probably not. Let me give you one to try. And that is a special treat, children. We're actually going to practice this, not here, but in La Computadora. So you're saying you'd rather have a homework assignment? Who was that complained? You might want to retract your complaint. All the rest of your friends are going to say yes.
Yes.
Hey, do we ever have to reduce the little in the boxes?
If you can reduce, you might wanna reduce. You have to know. How about this one? 3 tickets cost $20.25. 3 ticks cost $20.25. Cheap tickets.
Very cheap.
How much would 7 tickets cost? And some of you out there might say, well, why don't you find out how much 1 ticket costs and just multiply it by 7? Sure, why not? That floats your boat, but we're gonna do it this way. By the way, I've never said my way is the only way to do this. I just said, don't do it your way and then ask me how to do something. Alright, again, you got case number 1, case number 2. What are the 2 things? What am I making? What's my comparison? I am comparing tickets to how much they cost. Filling in the blank, we know that 3 tickets cost $20.25. I know I have 7 tickets and I want to know how much they cost. Here is one where it does not. You can't reduce. When you do this out in equal fraction form there, when I take 3 over 20.25 and I make that equal to 7 over what number? You can't reduce. Well, actually you probably could, but let's not. In this case here, I would simply just do this. 3 times x equals 7 times $20.25. Anybody $7 times 20.25 in their head? How about what? How about 141 and 75?
Yeah, that works.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
141.75. Divide that by 3. 3 goes into that what? 4 is 47.25. Is that right? Somebody actually doing that out?
Yeah, I trust you. I trust you.
I wouldn't trust me, but it's probably close.
It is. It's actually,
That's
47.
It's 47.
147. Point.
Can't be 147. 141.25, 75. Divided by 3. 3 goes into that 4 times. 21 is 7. And then it's. What? Because this was 75. 3 goes into 75.5 times. Sam, don't question.